Welcome back to another episode of my garage where I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyway. Um, Now I'm going to show you on this episode how I put in a hot water heater. Some are easy, some are hard depending upon the location of said hot water heater. Some are in the basement, some are in the attic, some are 60, 80, 100 gallons, some are not. Some are even little bitty ones like a 20 gallon. Um, let's get started. I already got the hot water heater almost lined up where I need it. Let's see. This one I believe was like a 40 gallon. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. As you've seen on the previous video, if you watched the previous video, I would recommend you did. It shows how I had to make my homemade gaskets. Yeah, they're not cut perfect. It'll work. I did clean the tops of these, the bottoms of these, so that way when I put it on there, I got a nice, good, clean fitting or seal. That way it won't have any leaks. My particular unit has a little cutaway in the floor that I gotta try to line up. I'm gonna line up the hot water heater fittings first. Yeah, hot water heater, same day, same thing. Don't argue semantics. It heats the water, makes a hot water heater, whatever. Right up just a little bit. Get it to where it's pretty much lined up. And I can replace one of my fittings, one of my gaskets here. There we go. Once I get them tightened up, we'll readjust and realign it a little better. Here we go. Gasket number 2 in between the fittings here. Now, I could have bought this coupler just for that O-ring. I'd have to unsolder these, clean them, re-sweat them. I don't want to go through all that. I'm cheap. I don't like to spend money. This is perfectly fine. Works just as good. Here we go. I can tell you whoever put these on before, Superman them on there like, holy, it took everything I could do to tighten them back up, and I mean to tell you what, holy jeepers. Sorry you're looking at the back of my head. There, back in place. My drain's back in. I put a tarp down behind there so my cat don't get in. One thing I like to do, and I should have left this open, which is no big deal. One thing I like to do is plan a little better, for one. Hook the hose back up. Let me set you right down here. To hook the hose back up to here. One second. Oh, flathead screwdriver. I'm never prepared. We'll open this cockpit back up. You'll have sediment in the bottom of your tank, and we'll slowly turn on the main water feed here. So as the water's going in the bottom of the tank, it'll agitate all that stuff, and hopefully here it comes. It's working its way through. Hopefully mix up all the sediment in the bottom of the tank and try to wash some of it out. I got like a 100-foot hose that it's got to try to go through, so let me go shut this off. Had to do earlier to blow air back through it. Oh, it's coming out. See, like I said, I got a long hose, so see if we're getting any sediment. Oh, it's dark out, so I won't know. Oh yeah, I can see some coming out. Shut the hot water. Let me shut the hose off, or the main water off. We'll let that drain back out while we are hooking up the electrical here. So, here it is. I did turn the electric off. Let's leave that on just for a second. You'll have a screw that goes for your ground here, and there'll be a spot down inside this little tray that you can screw that into with a Phillips head screwdriver or Torx bit, or that works the best because you can get to it good and easy. So, twist that in there good. And you want to do black to black. Ooh, well, that was just a plastic. Power is off. Black to black. Red to white. Put on your wire nuts. Power is off. I still try to be as careful as possible not to touch the ends of the... I try to be careful and not touch the ends of the wires with my hands because, you know, you never can tell what's gonna... I don't have a tester, but I know it's off because I shut it off. And tuck the wires down inside. And then you just put back in your little screws for the cover here. then there's another little cover that goes right here, upside down, goes right there. And there you go. I am not a professional. I am not an electrician. Do this at your own risk. If you feel comfortable, do it. If not, hire it out. It's not really that difficult to do. It's not that hard. Just want to, as you're refilling your tank, just get these as this. As us German folks, we don't use Torx. We say, "Oh, it's good and tight." Let me see how we're draining out here, because there was still some water in it. Let's flush some more. Want to make sure that we get as much of the sediment out. Oh, we just let a lot of air out using that. Have we flown back out again? Yep. Oh yeah. Another good thing to check is you want to inspect around your pressure relief valve. Every once in a while it's good to come in, and mine drains into the drain right here. Just come in every once and again, flop that up, let water flow through it so you know that it's going through like it's supposed to. Let's run some more water through, try to agitate all that stuff in the bottom of the tank. Hopefully we can get some more sediment and stuff out. Yeah, I'd show you, but it's dark out here. It's, I don't know, 30. Let's see. It's 10 o'clock at night where I'm at. That's pretty much it. I'll do this a couple more times. I'll shut that off, let the water drain out as much as it will, and as the water shoots back down in there, hopefully it mixes that sediment up and washes it out of the hose through the bottom of the water heater. It's always good to drain your water heaters every once in a while if you can. You might have to, if it's in the basement, hopefully if you got a floor drain, run the hose of the floor drain, do it that way. Sometimes you'll have to get a bucket with a sump pump, drain it into a bucket and have sump pump going. Just have to monitor how fast you're flowing the water out of the hot water heater. I hope this helps. It's not a professional job. Do it at your own risk. Just like with everything else, there's a bunch of different ways to do it. This is how I do it. It works good for me. I've never had an issue doing it this way. Everything's, I learned by doing it. Everything that I've learned and everything I do is before YouTube. Thankfully, us 70s babies, all this silly stuff we did was before YouTube. Was holy. But there you have it. Another My Garage episode where I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down in the comments. Maybe we can teach each other together to do things around the house to be more efficient or save each other some money. All right? I appreciate you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode. And remember, don't put your finger where you won't put your face. We'll see you.